What up, SK family?
What up?
It's Friday. It's our last day here in Vegas. Our flight leaves later this evening. So we're going to make the most of it over the next few hours. We're going to check out here in a little bit and do some eating and exploring and then head on home. Back to the real world. Yesterday was good.
Mm-hmm.
We cheated. We took a lift down to the other end of the strip where the Luxor and stuff is, and then walked back. Saw all the hotels down there, all the sights, all the beautiful lights. It was so much fun. What was your favorite part?
Just walking and seeing all the we saw the shows. So one tip is, depending on your physical conditions, if you can't walk both ways, the way we did it was lift down, walk back. That's nice, because you truly miss all the beauty of all the hotels. We were able to stop and go in and out of each hotel, get pictures and videos of the snippets of the highlight of each hotel. The one thing I do like about that end of the strip versus where we are is that each hotel has its different themes, and it's like really nice. There are some differences in the hotels that we stay in that we can walk through. Like the Flamingo obviously has like a lot of flamingo things, but
and it has an outdoor.
But theirs are very detailed, very detailed. We'll have pictures to come. So my favorite thing was just walking through all the hotels, seeing the different themes and getting pictures.
That was pretty cool. Like Excalibur is a castle, and then you see the theme throughout. The Luxor is a pyramid, and you see the Egyptian theme like throughout. Like it's pretty cool. Like we went through like New York, and that was a neat one. Like all the places to eat were like New York themed. I thought it was cool, like Nathan's hot dogs and stuff like that. The nice little pizza spot. Like I didn't know. I'd never been down there, so it was cool to like really check that out and see the sights, and especially as it was getting dark, just to see how it lit up and beautiful. We also hung out by the Bellagio for a little bit and caught the fountain show. That was so pretty. That was really pretty.
That was beautiful.
I went to the music.
And then inside, they had like a garden. And you got different exhibits. And a lot of the hotels have free art exhibits. So if you're into art, like even the ones we stayed near, we seen some cool art exhibits. Most of them you can't do video and pictures, but a couple of them you can. And they'll say in the front the ones you can't. But it still was nice to see. I know we love art and museums, so it was nice to see and learn about different artists. We didn't catch the Mirage last night. That's the one we forgot.
I know. Walked right past it.
Yeah, we did. They had the volcano. Eruptions. That's the one we missed. But we did catch the Bellagio water show.
And we caught it at night, so we got the coordinating light show too, which made it even more cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, but definitely walk this trip. Like you will miss, if you're that person that like likes to drive and Uber or Lyft everywhere, definitely when you come to Vegas, walk this trip. You will see a lot. And what I noticed was at the more fancier end where all the high-end hotels were, the shops were like souvenirs were a lot cheaper. Like on our end,
it's backwards.
Yeah, on our end, we're like in the middle of the strip, and everything around us, food and all, is a little bit overpriced. But that end, you can get reasonable good food, and it has a lot of the shops that you know and some you don't. So you get a mixture of the upscale shops with the regular everyday shops. So if you needed something quick that you forgot, you can get it at a regular price you used to paying versus, overpriced.
Oh, speaking of, I know when you had mentioned if you have the capacity to walk, we did see some people with the scooters that you could rent, and they were scooting through things. So that's always an option too if you like to see it, but you might not be able to walk or just don't want to. It's a nice way to see the strip. Just scoot through, and you can take like the elevator up and do the crosswalks and all that fun stuff too.
Yeah, and it's the electric scooter. So
the electric. Oh yeah, it's the electric ones. Like it'll look,
like the ones that be in Walmart and stuff, but a little more upscale.
A little bit.
I don't know if like each hotel has like ports where you can charge them, because I know after a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know all that, but they do.
But we saw them, so yeah, if you want to go check it out, it was the opposite end. I saw it on a map, and it was say like right me. But yeah, so that's an option. Look into it, see if it's affordable and it works for you. Yeah, I guess I'll explain all that. I don't know. I was tempted to. I was like, ooh, scooter. I was like, nah, don't make that face.
I ain't trying to get in the scooter until I need to get in the scooter. I'm enjoying the activity of my limbs.
I was like,
it sounds nice, but I'm that person that I'm enjoying the activity of my limbs. If I get in and out of military vehicles, my hip kind of bothers me sometimes, but I'll stop. But I'm not until I absolutely need it. But definitely people were taking advantage of it. They
were our age. They were like our age.
They didn't have any, you can tell, because we seen them walking around. They just did it for fun, which is fine. No judgment.
To get them down the strip, see the lights, see the sights. Yeah. I would have did it. If there's like a 2-person scooter so we could be on the same one, we would have had to be on 2 different ones, and that's no fun. Like, I could tell all the way up there, Can't really ride 2 scooters next to each other. There's too many people. But I would definitely recommend going during the week. It's typically less crowded. Cheaper. Your hotels are cheaper. We came Monday through Friday. So that's a good tip too.
If you're a partier, then I would you could still do the week and just add, like, come a little bit in the middle of the week through the weekend, maybe, if you like to party and because a lot of the stuff, because of COVID, stops during the week at midnight, and they're open till 2 a.m. on the weekends. So it just,
Well, yeah, and you can also do your flights during the week, so come like a Thursday through a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or your flights will be a little bit cheaper too.
Mm-hmm.
I try to travel off season, off times. Less people usually, and it's cheaper. Just preference, not broke. just a preference.
It doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. Yeah. I'm all about saving money. I don't care if I got it or not.
I hate wasting money, and I hate wasting.
What's
food.
the point? Like, if I can get the same item for $10, why I'm gonna pay $2.50? And it's the same quality, nothing different but the price.
I don't know if we gave this tip already. Well, I don't know if we didn't. Definitely look at some of these places that offer large portions and split meals. Some restaurants, they say they're family style, and they are. And then some, like Hash House Go, for example, their portions are massive. So if you can agree, you got similar food palettes and taste, and especially if you don't eat a lot, like, I would definitely suggest maybe sharing a meal.
Yeah, because we noticed in the beginning we wasted a lot of food. Not a lot, but we could have shared, and we could,
Yeah, our hotel doesn't have a refrigerator or a microwave that I guess you could ask staff if we need to, but there's not one in the room. So we kind of makes it hard to store food. And I'm like, I'd even store it out for a few hours if I could reheat it, but we'll easily reheat it. So that'd be a tip for that too. Let's see. We could do. What's your highlight of the trip?
The whole trip?
Mm-hmm. So
it's still zip lining.
Zip lining is still the highlight of your whole trip.
Yeah.
That's your peak. Would you have a pit?
No. I was on a high the whole trip. Like, I didn't have any down moments or regrets of anything. I think it was properly planned. And we planned, and the activities that we chose were something that we wanted to do. It was nice being with someone that want to do what you want to do. And there's no arguing, no drama. You know, it can get overwhelming when it's a large group.
Absolutely.
A lot of different personality, a lot of choices, which is nice to have variety. But some people, when you have a big group, they're all about what they're about, and they want you to participate in their activity. But then when it's time for them, they're like, "Nah, I'm not doing that. That's boring. That's whack. That's nerdy." But we did everything each other wanted to do. Like, hey, you want to do this? You know. So.
Or you plan it and they back out the last minute with no. They're like they don't have the funds. You know, like I've had that happen where you plan to do something, you for whatever reason you don't pay in advance, you can't. You get there like, oh, and they make up some stupid excuse so they don't have the money. I'm like, we've been talking about this for like 6 months. You know. Yeah. Anywho, and I was telling Katia, this is like my favorite vacation ever. Because usually by now, I've traveled before in small groups, like she said. For obvious reasons, I prefer smaller groups, like a one-on-one type thing. Less people, less voices is just easier to plan. But this is my favorite trip, and I say that only because by now, whoever I'm traveling with, you know, you got your friends that you hang out with, but you don't really spend an extensive amount of time with them until you travel. And so they have like weird quirks and habits that you're unaware of because you don't live with them. You know, sometimes you might get drunk and stay the night at somebody's house and get up the next morning and leave. But it's different than being with somebody for 5-7 days, you know, straight. So, by now, usually the person and their weird quirks have driven me nuts. And I'm like, this is the first time, like, I'm just happy. Favorite vacation ever.
Yeah, I generally travel with my family that I normally spend extensive time with, so I'm used to some of their quirks, so it doesn't really bother me. I haven't really honestly traveled with friends because most of the people that I did consider friends, when it's time to go somewhere, they don't have the money. So I missed out on going on a lot of trips, waiting on people, but that has changed. I'm going to pay for my trip, and like, hey, I'm going here if you want to come. My trip already paid for. So you gotta, you know, this is where I'm staying, this is what we're doing, and let them pay on their own. Because I'm not going to miss out on trips anymore. So I've only traveled with like family. Sometimes they can get on, you know, a little annoyed, but the ones I hang out with, we generally have the same quirks and same likes.
But you also wouldn't be staying in a room with them either. More than likely.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Like, I haven't been anywhere extensive with, like, the family that I hang out with. We all, when I was growing up.
Oh,
when I was a teenager.
Like as an adult, though. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I've stayed in a room with them. Because we generally save on money. So it was like me and another person or me and a few people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So. But definitely traveling does not have to be expensive. If you start early, find deals, connect with people that know about deals. You know, there's a lot of people out there that know the websites to go to. You know, some people don't like having to search. They like to just like go to the main site, pay the large amount, and keep it moving. But I'm all about saving a dollar. The more I can save getting here, the more I can spend when I get here on something that I want to do.
Very true.
Or not. But at least you have that option. Because generally, if you spend a whole lot on flights and getting here, you're like, But I'm working on being more open and understanding that money is energy and it flows in and out. So, it's definitely been nice.
Yeah. But that's all I've got. We got to go finish packing the last few items and go check out. But we'll let you know what we get into.
Definitely will.
thoughts in your mind, they're everywhere, and it's hard for me to bear. Cause I get so lost, feel just like a boomerang. Cause you change your plans every day, and you don't seem to care what I think or how it affects me. Since I laid my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the way I do, my Do you see me like I see you? I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love, true love is what I want, my baby. Like I see you, you see me. That's the only way to be right. Love, I move slow for you. 'Cause you are finishing my sentences when I don't know what I'm about to say. But that's what I like. We're just like yin and yang. But sometimes I wish you would hear me out and listen to what's on my mind.
This is Las Vegas Boulevard. That's the Flamingo. And you have the link. The fly link is the zip line here on Las Vegas Boulevard. We did Fremont Street. As you can see, this is a busy street. This is the main street called Las Vegas Boulevard. It's about 5 miles long, but we stayed in the middle. Just kind of giving you a little clip of this, how it is. If you come, it's nice to walk the strip. Make sure you have sunscreen, a hat to cover your head, because it gets pretty hot out here some days. We stayed at the Harrah's, and that's the Mirage. The Mirage is where they do the volcano. You want to come, that's Steph recording. Yeah, this is super busy. It's beautiful out here. We were just in the Caesar Palace. Caesar has all your high-end shops like Louis Vuitton, Michael Kors, and all of that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Since I laid my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I lift you up. Just let me know when shit gets tough. Do you feel the way I do, my baby? Do you see me like I see you, my lady? I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love. True love is what I want, my baby. Like I see you, you see me. That's the only way to be right. True love, true love is what I need, my baby. Like I see you, you see me. That's the only way to be right. True love, true love is what I need, my baby. Like I see you, you see me. That's the only way to be right.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words no more, no. I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh na na na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, down, down.